Tragic and terrible news. And as people are hearing this news, now confirmed by CNN and other news organizations, it is hitting them as just one of the most unthinkable things you could have here. CNN has confirmed this news. Kobe Bryant, 41 years old, had retired just a few years ago from the NBA after a stellar career, one of the greatest ever, Hall of Fame. He played only his entire career with one team, the Lakers.
You're watching Carlisle's Picks. This is the aviation series. So breaking news today, there were 5 people on a helicopter in Calabasas, California that died in a crash when their Sikorsky S-76, which is what I'm being told the aircraft is. I will confirm that as soon as I can. That helicopter has crashed, and we're being told that all 5 people are dead. Unfortunately, I do not know anyone else who was in the helicopter. The way this works, normally, unfortunately, the most recognized name is a name that everyone talks about, unfortunately.
But for two, like I said, for someone as loved as Kobe, just to something like this to happen, I couldn't believe it. Neither of us could believe it. We had to come here to see it.
How about you, Devon?
And I second that. It's, again, I had to come down here. I'm a super Kobe fan. And I was just praying that it wasn't him. And I didn't want to believe that it was him. And unfortunately.
And to get this news about him, and then, of course, his daughter, again, our hearts and everyone in Los Angeles, heart goes out to Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and his family, because this is horrible.
So sad, man. So sad.
And also just, it's hard to look up on that hillside because you see a plume of smoke. You can't even see anything resembling a helicopter. And just to know the tragic end of this whole situation is extremely difficult.
It's extremely difficult. I mean, I felt
This is Kobe Bryant's Instagram, at Kobe Bryant. And you can see his last post here, 3.4 million. And pretty much you can see all the fans are giving their condolences. So here's the last message that he sent 16 hours ago. Keep growing the game and charting the path for the next. Kind of an interesting thing to say as your last post. Legends, rest in peace. Rest in peace to a legend. Disbelief, of course.
You could continue to make an impact and still will.
Well, doing so you can take any negative thing and turn it into something positive. So for those of you that are on the outside that aren't directly involved in this, you're just watching as a fan or whatever it is you know of Kobe, and this has affected you in a way where you're saddened by it and brings you down. I say to you, take this as something to actually uplift yourself. What I mean by that is, let this be a reminder of how precious life is and how fleeting it can be. None of us are promised tomorrow. And the positive message from that possibly dark truth, depending on your perspective, is a reminder to live every day like it's your last. Now, that doesn't mean go crazy and go do all kinds of things to make your life a short one. You could have a great time today and then let today be your last day. No, use some wisdom in what you're doing, but don't put off for tomorrow what you can do today. Stop thinking about planning because you're not promised tomorrow. I'm not have another chance. Be well. This is Carlisle's Picks Aviation Series. Thank you for watching, and until next episode, be well. This helicopter, the S-77, built by Sikorsky, has a very good safety record. Here you can see an example of the helicopter that I'm being told that Kobe Bryant was on in his crash in Calabasas, California. This is Calabasas, California. If we zoom out, we can see where it's located in relation to Los Angeles, which is just south of Calabasas. And if you go north, quite a ways, you have San Francisco. As you can see, Calabasas is very mountainous. I've actually done quite a few videos in the Calabasas area. Wonderful roads. Just to give you an idea what it looks like out there, here is Mountain Park in Calabasas. Lots of open land and rolling hills. Here we see an S-76D model. We got a side view. As you can see, a lot of room inside. There's the 3 seats, facing 3 seats. Actually, I think I have footage on a similar helicopter, and you can see it's got the glass cockpit, very modern, your gauges, radar. There's an outside view. So the Sikorsky S-76 cost about $13 million, and about 1,090 models were built. There's an S-76A and S-76A utility, S-76A Plus, A++. There's a Mark II. There's the S-76B, C, C++, C++, and the S-76D as well. There's the aircraft taking off.
This is the Gulfstream G550, which is a large cabin, ultra long range jet from Gulfstream. This is the previous flagship, which is now being replaced with the Gulfstream G650, which has a much larger cabin. You're watching Carlisle's Picks.